Hello and welcome back to the Full Octave Music Channel. Just taking a look today at a hammered dulcimer. This model is built by Songbird dulcimers. They're based in Iowa, and this particular model is called the Festival. The construction of the dulcimer is made with marine quality plywood, and the top is also a laminate style, I guess you would say like a countertop laminate. The bridges also are constructed of the marine quality plywood, and the construction of this particular instrument means that it can withstand temperatures, variations, and also humidity situations that would potentially prevent a different dulcimer that's not made of this particular material from being able to be used in an outdoor environment, at least not easily. If there was a rainstorm, you would have to pack your instrument up and say you're playing at a festival. The dulcimer comes from Songbird with this tuning wrench, which, if you notice the pegs that are on the top, there is a lot of pegs. Each one of the courses is strung with two different strings. This particular model is the 17-16-8. What that means is that on the bass bridge there are 16 courses, and on the treble bridge here there is a total of 17 courses, and then over here you have accidentals, which are chromatic notes, and this consists of 8. So thereby you get the 17-16-8 name. This instrument is very, very lightweight. It doesn't appear to be lightweight, but it is definitely lightweight. It also comes with the hammered dulcimer instruction booklet, and there is a video access that you can get. I wasn't able to access it. I don't know if I was looking on the wrong format. Also, I bought the upgraded stand. This particular stand is adjustable so that you can make it go up and down to your height. Also, you can have a tilt. If you're in a sitting position, it's tilting back this way so that you're looking at it more on a architect's table angle. Very high quality. Especially if you begin to price hammered dulcimers of this caliber and of this particular functioning with the upgraded bridges and whatnot, you'll see that some of these dulcimers can be $5,000–6,000. This particular dulcimer with the upgraded bridges that I had installed was $1,100, and that was out the door to my door. I'm very pleased with it. It is extremely unique in its sound. The hammers that I got are rosewood, and they have a leather on one side and the solid wood on the other, so that there's a variation that you can get in the notes. You can hit the note this way, or with the leather style, it has more of a piano sound to it. Especially when you start getting into the higher notes, it becomes very, very distinctive between the two styles of the hammer. This hammer also has a pointed tip which you can pick the strings with. Incredibly beautiful sound. And the notations on this are standard. On a piano, your bass notes would be on this side, and your high notes or your trebles would be over here. On this instrument, the bass notes are here and the trebles are here, and then you've got the chromatics. So basically, each one of these white bridges is a different octave. And so you have, I'm sorry, not a different octave. These are the keys. So you have the different keys that you can play, and here there are 4 different variations. The thing I like about this particular instrument is that it kind of gets you to understand the relationship between notes. At least this is my own personal take. A lot of people will tell you that you don't need to read music, and that's true. You can play this instrument by ear. Some people can play it by chords. If you know where the notes are here, then you can find the chords accordingly. But basically on the hammer dulcimer, you can't generally play a chord which is 3 notes. It would be an arpeggio, which is each note played individually. But however, the advantage of having a knowledge of the notes on the bar staff is very apparent, because you can look at the notes on the dulcimer and they will fit the notes that are on the bass and treble staff of written music. And that opens up a whole world for you as a player, because you could, if you know how to read music, you could reasonably open up any piece of music, a hymnal or any piano music, as long as it's written with a standard notations and rest and note positions and quarter, half, and all those stuff. You could reasonably buy a book full of songs and play any of the songs. As you learn the instrument, it'll become more apparent to you, especially in the book. All of the instructional songs that you see, they're all written in music. So in my opinion, it's good to have a working knowledge of how to write music, yes, how to read music, yes, but it's not completely necessary, because these bridges all have within them the keys that are applicable. So if you know the notes that are within these bars, you can reasonably play in whatever key you're playing. You can choose the different boxes, and it's a world of possibilities that who knows what you can do with it. I have heard people play music that is very complicated, melody in the middle of a bunch of arpeggios, and it's just a fantastic sound. And I mean, it's out of tune right now, as you can hear, but the notes that you strike, they sound like a piano, but the resonance, the tone, the sustain on this instrument is like nothing I've heard. You can order this with a dampener, which is a pedal, a foot pedal like you would have on a piano, and it has a damper that would stop these notes. But you can also dampen the notes by hand. I'm getting into learning this instrument, and so who knows what's going to be the outcome, but you can hit that note and it just carries and carries and carries. And a friend of mine was playing this instrument by putting his finger next to the bridge while he was playing, and it was pretty unique the way that he was able to change the timbre of the note simply by barring his hand on the bridge. So it was interesting. So this is basically the instrument that I would suggest if you're going to be in an environment where it could be hot, it could be humid, it could be dry. Any one of those situations would call for an instrument of this nature. There's been on some of the forums, I've seen people that posted, yeah, I was at a festival and I had my expensive Dulcimer. It started to rain and I had to get it into the protection quickly because it was going to damage it. So, and that's kind of my premise in the instruments that I own, is that they're not only durable and sound good, but they also are able to be in different environments of heat, temperature, variations that are quick, like going from outside in the cold to inside, and of course humidity conditions that can vary. And so those are the basics of this. Really excited to see what the future holds, and who knows, maybe there'll come a time when I'll be using this instrument in a way that I would never have imagined. I have spoken to the church music leader, and he's indicated that he's interested in seeing how this particular instrument can fit in with the drums and the bass and the keyboards and the other various things that are being performed there. So we'll take a look at it further, and as I continue on, I can post more and more things on this. So this has been the Songbird Festival Hammered Dulcimer 17/16/8 construction. Okay, until next time, see you later.